All right, so now we're going to do an example of an ellipse. It is elongated in the y direction, and the center is HK. Same as before, this distance is A, because A is larger than B. Now the larger number is under the y square, the smaller number is under the x square. This distance is A. Well, to go from here to here, going up and down is the y direction. So I got to add A to my K value, add and subtract A to get to my vertices. Likewise for the foci, I got to add C and subtract C to the y value because it's up and down. So I got to add that to the y value for my foci. So everything is very similar to what we've done before. We want our equation equal to 1, so we need to first divide everything by 25. Those cancel, we get x plus 1 square plus y minus 2 square over 25 equals 1. If you want, you can think of this as x plus 1 squared over 1. It just helps us identify, it makes it a little clearer now that the larger number is under the y, so a squared is 25. Take the square root, a is 5. But with the 1, it makes it very clear what a value of b squared is. B squared is 1. Take the square root, you get b equals 1. C squared, just like the other times, c squared is a squared minus b squared. So we get 25 minus 1 is 24. Take the square root of both sides, we get the square root of 24. But let's simplify that. 24 we can think of as 4 times 6. The square root of 4 is 2. So C is 2 times the square root of 6. All right. Now that we know our values of A, B, and C, we can answer all these questions. The center, x minus h, the opposite, we get the center is -1, h is +2. The vertices, well, now in this case, we add our a to the y component, to the 2. So we have -1, comma 2, plus and minus a. A is 5. We have 2 plus and minus 5. For the foci, we have -1, comma 2 plus and minus c, right here. C is 2 root 6. We have 2 root 6 here. And there's our answers. Again, just to be clear, there's 2 points here, -1, comma 7, 2 plus 5, and -1, comma -3, because 2 minus 5 is -3. Same thing here. That's the idea. Then you could obviously use this to sketch your graph.